All right, check it out. Friday back day. Um, Not even 7 hours after training legs, so this was almost like a two-a-day session at Bob's here in Omaha, Nebraska. Starting off with some lat pull downs. This workout was a little bit higher volume than what I have normally been doing with as far as work sets and uh, back offsets and all of that. So that was twofold. One, um, my body wasn't feeling the greatest to handle a lot of heavy weight. I foregoed adding extra weight to a exercise in this workout that I'm getting stronger on week by week, but I just didn't really want to push it today as far as load. Um, so that played a role. And then number two, when my time is limited, usually if I'm just focused on building as big a pump as possible, my workouts seem to go much more effectively. So I went ahead and did some high volume. Uh, you see, I just did a drop set here. I only did one drop because I didn't want to burn myself out for the technique that was coming up later on in the session. But lat pull downs with a neutral grip, probably one of my favorite bars. You should probably use it if your gym has it. Really strong contraction, only pulling down to the chin. Next up, some one arm barbell rows, getting in some good warm up sets with 75 and 100. So, why this over a standard dumbbell row? I mean, really for me, it just feels a little bit better. I feel like the barbell tugs at my bicep tendon a little too much more than I would like. So I tend to stick with this exercise, and the drawback is that I do get a little bit more um, lower back stress, in my opinion, due to a bit of a trunk rotation that I wouldn't get with a dumbbell. So, and then on top of that, you can support yourself on a bench when you have a dumbbell. But in any event, I actually, for putting mass on the back, I really find this to be a superior alternative or a superior exercise to the one arm dumbbell row, which is why I hammer it so much. Meadows rows are just as effective as well, which will actually be finding its way back into my routine. But in any event, I think I did about two working sets here, one with 100 and then the other with 125. I used 25s for more of a range of motion. Was going to go 150, but I just wasn't having it today. So, with that being said, moved on to another one arm movement. One standing one arm hammer rows. This also hits the upper back. Very similar movement to the one arm barbell rows, but this is more of in the guise of the dumbbell row without me having to really balance myself or anything like that. I just attach myself. Uh, I just attach myself to, not even attach myself. I just stand straight up, and I'm able to hit that upper back even harder than what I normally hit it with a dumbbell. what we're doing right here is, and I'm sorry for the door closing. What we're doing right here is we are doing chest supported rows, but FST 7 style. Shout out to Hany Rambod. So what is FST 7? It is a volume training technique where you do, it's density training essentially. Doing a maximum amount of work in a minimum amount of time. So you're doing 7 sets of 10 to 12 reps. In this particular case, it's this exercise, again, the chest supported row. And what I'm doing is that I'm doing the FST 7, keeping the rest intervals around about 30 to 45 seconds, keeping the reps around 10. I'm not going to bore you with every set, just about 4 or 5 sets of the exercise. Normally you want to do this for a weight that you can get around about 10 to 12 reps with under any normal circumstance, and you're basically just pushing it out over an extended amount of sets. It's not the most fun thing in the world. It really hits my back in a way where I'm just beat the fuck down. But let me tell you something. If you want a huge pump in your back, I mean just a huge blood rushing pump, progressive overload be damned, FST7 is the way to go, in my opinion. Um, so hit up 7 sets here. It was probably the more difficult part of my workout. Probably not the smartest exercise to pick, seeing as that I was beat to hell with the other rows that I did, but fun times. Finishing off with some pullovers, making sure that I get a good stretch in this back before I call it a day. So that was the workout. Main bulk of the workout was the FST7. So the 7 sets really added to the overall back volume that I did today. Um, it's not something that I would normally do. It's not something that I really suggest under normal circumstances, but um, you know, I just needed a bit of a change up. So went ahead and went with it. I don't regret it, but definitely now that I have a little bit more skin in the game as far as training goes, and I'm a little bit older, kind of not my cup of tea anymore. But had to try it. May use certain aspects of it just to warm up, but as a main uh, part of my workout, it's probably not something I want to do. But other than that, that's it, man. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube. Please like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll bring it to you. I got a lot of toys to play with. Pause. In both of these gyms, so I look forward to seeing your suggestions, and we'll keep on rocking and rolling. Thanks, guys. God bless.